All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for our third match of the day. And this should be an absolute cracker of a game. This is my highlight match of the day as we get you set for the under 16 boys 2021 Ontario Cup final as the Oakville Blue Devils take on Dero TFC White Oshawa. This is a rematch from one of the very first matches in the boys under 16 Ontario Cup march to the finals, as these two teams met back early in the year. It was match number 9 of the tournament when Oakville secured a 1-0 win that day over Dero TFC White Oshawa. And you might be thinking, well, how is Dero back here in the finals today? They made it all the way through the play-in round. They made it through the re-entry bracket all the way to the final, and we'll go over the path to the cup here for both of these teams in just a few moments. But let's get you set for the opening kickoff here in the boys under 16 2021 Ontario Cup final match. As we're coming to you live from the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium field, we'll be playing two 45-minute halves here today, and if we're tied, we'll go straight to penalties. As the Ontario Cup is Ontario Soccer's outdoor provincial championship and the largest competition of its kind in Canada. As one of the oldest and most prestigious amateur sporting events in the country, the Ontario Cup was first staged in 1901 and has operated continuously since, with the exception of the World War II period and during the global pandemic of 2020. But the Ontario Cup has staged a triumphant comeback here in 2021 as the 105th edition of this Soccer for Life competition has played out safely across the province with thousands of participants. And after an amazing summer of competition, the Ontario Cup finals are now set. What began with nearly 300 teams has been whittled down to the last 28, with each vying for Ontario Cup glory over the first 2 weekends of September. And we're just about set for the opening kickoff here as Dero TFC Oshawa will get us set to kick off against Oakville Blue Devils. And there we go. We are underway. Starting keepers in this match for Dero, it is Jalen Bab Francis. And for Oakville, Thomas Markovic. As Oakville taking early possession here. And they play it across half where Ethan Wilson comes up with it. He heads it away, and now Oakville trying to mount an attack led by Killian Green. Killian Green unable to hold his footing, but continuing on up the pitch and trying to catch the ball was Sagredo, but it's out for a goal kick. With Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. While Oakville pressing early here as once again they're working the ball down into the attacking third, but nothing doing for the second time. And once again, Bab Francis will take it for the goal kick. Dero playing a 3-4-2-1, as holding it on the line there was Josh Ramsarup. He did a nice job to maintain possession tight to the boundary. And now Barclay tries to advance his team up the pitch. Quick touch as Hunter. He's under pressure. Oakville come away with it. Good ball, but just out of the range of the striker Vanny for Oakville. Oakville playing a 3-4-3 for the most part, but a bit of flex there as well, as there's a nice defensive clearance by Ben Kantazarik. Kantadarzik on the defensive stoppage there as Ramsarup throws in. Finds a teammate, but closed down very quickly there by Kantazarik. Nice work here by Dero as bringing the ball into the area was McMillan. No one there at the top of the penalty box to get a touch to it. And for now, Oakville can breathe a little bit easier as they play the ball ahead, and Patrick Vanny takes possession. He tries to get around Barclay, and he does so, but Barclay does well to track back, and he's going to shield that out as Barclay will actually hold it tight to the line there. Good work by both players. Out for a goal kick as Vanny couldn't ricochet it off the D-row defender. Oakville, the home team for this match. D-row TFC, the away team, as Jordan Barclay advances the ball ahead. Now it's controlled by Millward for Oakville. He tries to pick out Green, but it was off his heel, and now D-row will try counter. Fitzwilliams, he plays over to Miles Morgan. Morgan falls to the turf, but does well to play the ball back to Xavier Hunter. D-row moving the ball to the near flank now as Ram Sarup has an option in McMillan. McMillan shielding it, plays it back to Wilson. As Ethan Wilson head up looking for an option, tries to switch the play and does well to pick out the man on the far flank. Working towards the top of the area. There's a right-footed strike, but that one won't quite threaten on goal. But a nice build-up there as Williams got his foot to it for the shot attempt. The Oakville keeper, Markovic, will set up to take the goal kick. Early here, 5th minute of action in the boys under 16 2021 Ontario Cup final match. D-row in control of the ball as Duggan plays it ahead. McMillan does well to fight through the first challenge. He gets hit, nothing doing, and now Oakville have the ball out through half. Sending a run ahead for Sam Millward. He tracks the ball down here for Oakville, all in white, as Millward tries to take it goal bound, but it's out for a goal kick. He thought he's earned himself a corner, but the referee pointing for a goal kick. So Millward will earn a quick word from the official, just a brief warning. Oakville all in white today, white shirts, shorts, socks, blue numbers on the back. D-row TFC wearing red jerseys, white trim, black shorts, white socks. As Oakville able to take possession back here shortly after the goal kick. Verduzco Aldana, he takes it ahead as he slows it down, looks for a crossing option, plays the ball towards the back post, but Sagredo unable to run onto it, and that's out for a goal kick. On the bench for both teams, for D-row, the man himself, Dwayne Di Rosario. On the bench, Miguel Silva. The assistant coach, manager, Char Morgan. And for Oakville, as it's played out from the goal kick short, Tevin Winter, manager, Lori Sagredo. As Oakville play the ball out of range for anyone in an attacking position, and Bob Francis, the keeper, will play it over to Barclay. He plays a long ball ahead as running onto it. The keeper out of his penalty area as Markovic challenged. Geddes, the man trying to make an attack there for D-row. And now Geddes finds himself on the ball again. A little push in the back, and that time he earns a free kick for D-row TFC. They play it short. Stepping over, looking for an opportunity, but a well-timed slide tackle takes that chance away from Williams for D-row, as Kantazarek there for the stop on the Oakville side of the ball. Kella, he tries to play ahead, but it's controlled now by D-row through the midfield as Duggan plays back for Wilson. Head up, he makes the through ball, trying to pick out Josh Geddes. That time nothing doing. Geddes still in the vicinity, but Verduzco Aldana won that battle, and it's played out by Pino. Lucas Bowman, he sends the ball up the pitch along the far flank. The keeper, Bab Francis, out of his net to shield that for the goal kick. So teams feeling each other out early here in this match. As Wilson takes it from the goal kick. His keeper playing it short, and now Wilson carries it up across half, makes the pass. Geddes plays it back for Duggan. He's closed down, but quickly gets the ball back, sees the man out wide, and makes a good pass. Stepping over, and this could be a threatening chance. Left-footed strike, but closed down just in time as Williams, the man on the ball for Dero, creating that opportunity. But a beautiful close defensively there from the Oakville center back as Vincenzo Baguetta on the spot to make that play, and now it's out for a D-row throw. So both teams creating a little bit here early on. D-row certainly having a little more of the possession, as right now they switch trying to pick out McMillan, but that's intercepted. Oakville nearly give it away as stepping up and trying to earn the ball. D-row take possession now. Nice job coming towards it by Morgan. He ends up picking out McMillan. His cross. Williams on the reception, but his volley gets blocked. As Williams still in possession, closing down defensively was Bowman. Referee says no foul, let's go get up, and now Oakville will try counter, but immediately closed down by Barclay. And we'll get an Oakville throw-in about 10 yards inside their own half. Bowman, the defender for Oakville, taking a knee here. He got the hard knock on that collision, and he may need some medical attention as we're in the 10th minute of play here at the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals for the Boys Under 16 Championship. We've got one more match on the day after this one. A beautiful afternoon here as Bowman able to get back to his feet. The wind picking up a little bit. It is blowing towards the D-row end of the pitch as D-row work left to right across your screen. Oakville right to left, and Bowman will take the throw in here for Oakville. But beautiful sunshine. Pretty much a perfect day for play as D-row start to build up from the back line. Ramsarup plays back to Wilson, who in turn plays ahead for McMillan, and he's got room to run with it now. McMillan dribbling the ball ahead into the attacking third. One man to beat, he tries to pull inside. He's forced out wide. McMillan does well to hold possession there as he looks for some support off the ball. McMillan left-footed cross into the area. Slightly threatening, but Bowman able to knock it away. D-row get it right back. There's a volley attempt, but a little bit of a mishit off the foot of Joshua Geddes, and a relatively easy save for Thomas Markovic. His long drop kick aided a little bit by the wind, but quickly turned back up the field. Look at this speed from Hunter. Xavier Hunter dribbling his way right up on goal. Collision with the keeper, and Markovic comes out of it with no worse for wear, although Hunter a little slow to get up after that exchange. But some really nice individual work there from Xavier Hunter. Now it's played by Oakville up the near flank. Good job to pick out Vanny. Patrick Vanny trying to take on the defensive back line, but he gives the ball away, and now D-row TFC will start to build up through the midfield. They play it back to Wilson. The pass came from Morgan. Ramsarup touches to the near side. We've got an Oakville player who's down. His coach tells him, get up. You're not going to get a whistle right now. So popping back to his feet was Kantarzik. Bowman, he plays a ball towards the penalty area, but Bab Francis off his line to collect easily. McMillan carrying the ball across half, and once again, he's got room to run. He takes space when given to him, but that time his pass picked off, and Oakville looking for a quick counter, but Millward with a bit of a heavy touch, a lack of control, and D-row TFC have the possession back through the midfield as Morgan catches up to it after a heavy touch, does well to evade that swiping challenge from Pino. Morgan just misses that pass intended for Geddes, and Markovic will quickly throw that one out, and with a man down and the aforementioned Kantarzik at a knee, he will get substituted out, and we'll have a D-row throw to restart play. So Christian Tautier gets set to come into this match. as he'll replace the injured left back for Oakville. 13th minute of play, scoreless so far here in the under 16 boys 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. They throw it back to Wilson. The coach is urging D-Roll TFC to play it back to Oakville, and there's good sportsmanship as it's played to the keeper, Markovic. Nice job by the coaching staff to ensure the fair play is observed there. Oakville trying to play a through ball, but easily handled by the center back, Wilson. He's now pressured, but calmly plays it back to the keeper, Bab Francis. Oakville trying to press on the keeper, but he plays it off to Ethan Wilson, who starts to dribble it up the pitch. He's got a man making the run up the far flank, tries to deliver the ball, but initially deflected, and now an aerial challenge, sees D-Roll get it back, only for a moment before it rolls to the keeper, Markovic, as it was a nice job by Miles Morgan to win the aerial challenge, but the pass too far out of range for Geddes. Markovic bowls it out. It was nearly intercepted on the pass by Keela, and now Oakville try to work the near flank, but unfortunately that touch by Millward ends up in the hands of the keeper, Bab Francis. Ethan Wilson, he tries to deliver a long ball to the far flank and delivers on that. Beautiful setup as D-Roll try to work here. Williams, he plays the ball forward. Controlled there by Cardoso. He plays it back for Williams. Right-footed cross. Morgan gets ahead to it off the bar and out for a goal kick. Great opportunity there for D-Roll TFC. The best threatening chance of the match so far. After a tremendous pass through and the header off the crossbar. Markovic. Bouncing over everyone and controlled here by the keeper, Bab Francis. Wilson. Duggan. Barclay. Turned over and controlled by Green. He looks for a pass as D-Roll able to take possession back. Oh, nice 1-2 and controlled here by Hunter. Great through ball, but the flag goes up. That'll be an offside as Joshua Geddes not quite able to time the run. Oakville will get the free kick. Played short to Bowman. He's closed down immediately, but knocked out for an Oakville throw-in. Working the ball along the far flank. Oakville trying to hold possession. D-Roll closing down, and Hunter comes away with it. Making the run along the near side is McMillan. He controls the ball and works his way through the middle of the pitch. McMillan taking on Keela. McMillan still with possession. His pass initially knocked away. Battle for possession, and that'll roll out for a D-Roll TFC throw-in. McMillan. Trottier there for Oakville defensively as D-Roll now taking possession with Duggan. Liam Duggan turning and working his way against Verduska Aldana, but Verduska Aldana ends up getting the ball forward now to be controlled by Barclay. He's under pressure from Vanny as Oakville trying to contain D-Roll along the far touchline. Williams playing from the ground, that'll draw the referee's whistle and a free kick here for Oakville. Great pace to this match so far. Oakville playing it short from the free kick. Now the ball played ahead but intercepted by Duggan and controlled here by Morgan. He turns and looks for an option up the pitch. Morgan plays ahead for Geddes. Closed down immediately, but Geddes does well to hold possession. Wilson commanding his troops up the pitch. Wilson plays it short as it's controlled by Geddes. Quick touch now by Morgan. He tried to feed it back to Geddes, but it was over his head. And a good aerial challenge there where Verduzco Aldana came up with it for Oakville. Now they play it along the near line. Nice work by McMillan to strip it away as he was one-on-one against Trottier. McMillan continues with the ball. Verdiro on his right foot tries to draw to the left, but it's intercepted, and there's a long ball trying to pick a man on the run. Millward had thoughts of sending Vanny in all alone, but it was defended perfectly by Barclay. He maintains possession, playing it ahead now for Ramsarup. Under pressure, nice job by Ramsarup to fight through the challenge. Now it's stripped away, and Millward comes away with it for Oakville. Brilliant sliding tackle that time, as stepping up to make the play was Barclay. Ramsarup in control. He tries to feed it over. That shot attempt, and Geddes has it go off the defender and out for a corner. Well, I mentioned the road to the cup here for Oakville. They started with a 1-0 win in this tournament over D-Row TFC White Oshawa. They then picked up a 6-0 win over Ottawa TFC, a 4-1 win over East York, and a 1-0 win over Mississauga Pro Stars in the semi-finals. D-Row TFC had a very interesting path to the final as they lost their opening match to Oakville, so this is the rematch. Then in the re-entry round, they pick up a 3-0 win over Hamilton, drawing back in, and we'll get back to that after this corner here from Williams. Great ball delivered in, elevating up. There's a volley from the top of the 18 from Hunter, but never threatened. And now a push in the back, nothing doing, as D-Row able to slow things down and maintain possession. So after that 3-0 win in the re-entry round, they drew back into the main bracket and picked up a 5-1 win over Ottawa St. Anthony. Nice job here by Morgan to draw to his right foot, but Markovic with the save. D-Row TFC then picked up a 3-1 win over Woodbridge, and they picked up a win in the semifinals over Scarborough Rangers, and that's how both of these teams made it here to the finals today. And again, this is a rematch from one of the very first matches in the Under-16 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup competition. Oakville getting set to make two changes here as Ivanisevic comes back in, or comes into the match for the first time alongside Drigo Chartrand. So we'll see if these two players can make an impact for Oakville, as we're scoreless here in the 21st minute of action. And a reminder that Toronto FC is the official founding premier partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the presenting partner for the Ontario Player Development League, the province's youth high performance league. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. And Oakville throwing in the attacking third, headed away by Barclay. Danger still present as the cross deflected and out for a corner kick. So the Blue Devils with a chance to work something from a corner kick here. As once again, we get a great crowd on hand for today's match. A lot of Oakville Blue Devil flags flying in that crowd as they prepare to see this corner kick taken by Pino. 5 white jerseys within the penalty area, 2 just out top of the area. As now running in is Drigo Chartrand. It's played short, the dummy. There's a one-touch attempt, and it's off the defender and out, as Killian Green with the attempt for Oakville. Oh, nice creative play there from the Blue Devils, and give D-Row credit. They covered it well defensively. Pino once again with the corner. Once again, he plays it short as Drigo Chartrand plays it back to Pino, and that cross lacking substance and accuracy and out for a goal kick. Well, the referee's going to whistle a water break here. It is starting to heat up, and player safety being paramount, both teams will head to their benches for a brief water break. So we'll stay tuned and get you back to the action in just a moment. All right, the teams come back out onto the field after a brief water break. And we will restart the action here momentarily with a Dero TFC goal kick. As is the case almost all the time now, played short from the goal kick. And Dero TFC start to build out through the back as Hunter, he made that brilliant run a few minutes ago. Now he plays a great ball ahead for Geddes. He's taking off. He's pulled back. No, he continues on with the advantage. Takes a shot and scores! Oh, what a goal! No quit in that play. Joshua Geddes finishes it off. 90% of the people were waiting for a whistle. Geddes said, I don't need the call. I'm going to get the goal. Tremendous execution. Killer instinct. Joshua Geddes makes it 1-0 TFC. 26 minutes of play. Referee easily could have called it back and issued a caution for the foul, but Geddes fought through the grab from Kila, and he made no mistake putting it low into the far corner past Markovic. He had no opportunity to make that save, and Geddes gets the opening strike here for Dero TFC in the Under-16 Boys 2021 Ontario Cup Final. Miles Morgan slow to get up here after the challenge on his back, but he shakes it off, and no worse for wear as Dero TFC will restart with the free kick. Short play as Hunter sidesteps the first challenge. Now he has room to carry. Makes the pass to Morgan. He wanted to tee up the right-footed strike, but the ball just got away from him, and now Oakville trying to make a play, but stepping up with a strong challenge was Josh Ramsarup, and a foul called against Oakville, so a free kick here with McMillan winning that challenge. McMillan will take the free kick for Dero TFC as they look to double up their lead. Just one man close to the kick defensively. Now a second Blue Devil will track over, and then just as quickly he checks back out. So McMillan assuredly crossing one in here. 4 red jerseys set to receive. McMillan, good ball. Ooh, athletic attempt there, but unable to connect on it was Williams. Hunter now with it. He touches in for Geddes. Geddes with 2 on his back just touches out to Ramsarup. Josh Ramsarup sidesteps the first challenge. He gets clipped, and that's going to be a free kick from a very dangerous spot on the pitch. And once again, Dero TFC will have a set piece opportunity. And an opportunity to double the lead. 28th minute of play. Barclay and Morgan both over top the ball. Barclay setting up right now a 5-man wall to defend for the Blue Devils. Jordan Barclay, Miles Morgan. Morgan takes the free kick. Ooh, nearly picked the low corner near post. Tried to curl it around the wall. The keeper was frozen. If that was on target, it would have been a goal as Markovic, he was caught in his tracks there, but now he'll take the goal kick for Oakville. And he plays it short to Arjan Kila. His touch ahead out of the reach of Trottier, and it'll be a throw-in for Dero TFC. Josh Ramsarup throws it back to the center back, Wilson, as he plays it over to Barclay, the other center back. Barclay, good touch out wide for Cardoso. Trying to get the 1-2 with Williams. It's picked off. Williams fights for possession back. Plays ahead for Geddes. He tries to cross to the far post. McMillan back in front. I think the keeper, Markovic, got a hand to that one. And if he did, that was a clutch save. A great play by Ethan McMillan to even cross that back after the initial cross went far to the back post. Tight to the goal line. Very entertaining opening half of play so far here in the boys under 16 final at the 2021 Ontario Cup. As Oakville try to counter. Good ball ahead as Veduzko Aldana tries to run onto it now, but Drigo Chartrand unable to catch for Oakville either, and Bob Francis, the keeper for Dero, quickly plays out. Barclay, long ball ahead, running onto it is Geddes. Defensively, Baguetta there as they can't hold possession. And Dero TFC look for a man running onto it in Duggan, but that one intercepted. Morgan, challenge on his back, fights through it, then he gets clipped a second time, and Pino will get whistled for the foul. Nice sportsmanship there between the two opponents, though, as Pino helped Morgan right back up to his feet, and a quick high five, and they play on. And now Morgan has it once again, and this time Pino with a well-timed challenge, and Pino comes away with the ball for Oakville. Oh, a misplay there. Stepping up and taking it away was Hunter. Hunter, left-footed strike, and that one just went wide. That would have been a beautiful goal from Xavier Hunter after a great play to step up and dispossess the ball, but his left-footed strike just sailing wide. Arsovsky and Fabri Duravi get set to come into this match for Oakville, as Verduzco Aldana and Pino both coming out for the time being. 32nd minute of play. Oakville moving it from the goal kick short. Near side now for Kila. Trottier under pressure, and his pass goes out for a D-row throw. Quickly tossed in as Wilson controls. Ethan Wilson plays the ball ahead for Miles Morgan. Morgan turning, trying to control, pulls to his right foot, now dribbles, but a well-timed challenge, and knocking the ball away that time was Baguetta. Cardoso along the far line. He makes the pass to Williams. Cardoso trying to get it back, but cleared away by Ivan Isevic. And it'll be held by Wilson, the center back for Dero TFC. He plays it all the way back to his keeper as Jalen Bab Francis getting closed down. He oversteps it. This could be a giant mistake. Can Oakville capitalize? Shot. Goal! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh, what a tremendous mistake. Jalen Bab Francis, the keeper from Dero TFC, closed down under pressure. Oakville take full advantage. I believe it was Vanny who got the ball and put it into the back of the net. Yes, Patrick Vanny for Oakville. I'd be curious to see who put the pressure on the keeper. But Vanny most certainly finishes it off. And in the 33rd minute of action, we're all square, 1-1. Well, we'll see how Dero TFC respond after that mental gaffe that proves to be incredibly costly. Geddes. Barclay looking for an option up the pitch. Morgan, he can't flick it on as Keela there defensively. Battling for possession, Geddes trying to draw in for a shooting lane. Nothing doing. Duggan, he makes the pass. Williams, he gets tripped up and that'll be a free kick. You know, I think it was Peter Arsovsky who was putting the pressure on the keeper, Bab Francis, to make him cough it up. And seconds later, Vanny picked it up and put it in the back of the net. But now Dero TFC with a chance for redemption here, a free kick from about 25 yards out. As a couple of Dero TFC players overtop the ball. Jordan Barclay. And I believe it's Morgan, the other player on the ball for TFC. Dero TFC. Four-man wall sets up defensively for Oakville. It is Morgan. Bilby Barclay. Left-footed strike. Challenges and a good save there by Markovic as he dives to his right and confidently makes the save. Markovic will play it short to Keela. That's a very entertaining first half, and Dero TFC able to get possession back. McMillan spins off the initial challenge. He gets bodied down, nothing doing. Ramsarup can't hold possession, and now here goes Oakville. Arsovsky. Challenge from all angles, but he's able to feed the ball through to Trottier. His ball then picked off. On the counter, McMillan. Nice challenge, that out for a Dero TFC throw. And a chance for us to remind you that Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. Dero TFC making a substitution, but here goes Geddes into the box. Well-timed slide tackle there as coming over to make the stop for the Oakville Blue Devils. I believe that was Baguetta there, and that was a crucial sliding tackle as Geddes was looking to get his team back in front. The substitution for Dero TFC sees Joaquin De Rosario into the match and his first touch of the ball, and he replaces Ethan McMillan, who had been a constant threat on that right flank. Barclay, his ball just out of the range of Williams, and the Oakville backline will shield that out for a goal kick. Played short from the kick to Baguetta. He then turns it to the right back as Ivanisevic plays ahead, and off the thigh of Drigo Chartrand, he tries to control possession, and he does well to fight it back to Baguetta. Baguetta slowing it down for Oakville as played ahead. They work the far touchline. Ivanisevic tries to service one up the pitch. That's blocked and then quickly volleyed up the field by the Dero TFC player in Williams. Ball brought down there by the Blue Devils midfielder as it's now controlled by Fabri Duravi. He plays the ball ahead. Running onto it was Drigo Chartrand, but nice job by Bab Francis, the keeper for Dero, to atone for the earlier mistake, and that time with confidence collect off his line. Duggan. Wilson. Hunter, he's got room to run with it. Instead, he makes the pass ahead for Morgan. Touching wide for Williams. Cardoso. Williams. Ball in for Morgan, a little bit out of his range, and now it'll be knocked up the pitch, and tracking back for it is Jordan Barclay. Under pressure from Patrick Vanny, who has the equalizer here. As Wilson now switching it out to the far flank for Barclay. That ball intended for Di Rosario, but he can't get to it ahead of Trottier, and now Oakville work up. Trying to switch the ball was Drigo Chartrand, but he turns it over in doing so, and now Hunter plays ahead for Morgan. Quick flick. Geddes feeds ahead for Miles Morgan. He's got room to run. Clipped from behind, and that'll be a free kick, and the referee reaches into his pocket to show the yellow card to Christian Trottier. So a nice burst of speed there and some good heads-up play between Morgan and Geddes to create that opportunity. And then Morgan sacrifices his body to earn the free kick. As we're in the 39th minute of action. Once again, the duo of Jordan Barclay and Miles Morgan standing over top the ball for D-Row TFC. A four-man wall setting up defensively for Oakville. 4 red jerseys around the penalty area to potentially receive a cross or a rebound from any strike, as it looks like Barclay preparing to take the free kick. Barclay, left-footed strike right into the wall. Morgan takes it down, tries to head it to Barclay. He's under pressure and earns another quick opportunity as the free kick whistled, and no opportunity to play it quick yet as they have to slow things down, and then given away by Barclay. I'm not sure what they were thinking there. No man in the vicinity, and Oakville unable to capitalize on another miscue, but D-Row TFC now in possession across the half line. Williams stepping up. He can't hold the pass initially, as tracking over to make the play was Baguetta, and that's knocked out for a D-Row throw. Edward Cardoso gets set to take the throw. Fitzwilliams controls, he's clipped, and with no advantage, it'll be a free kick for D-Row TFC. So Cardoso opts to play short for Hunter, who goes right back to Cardoso. Barclay, check on the back of Williams, and now it's in possession of Oakville as Ivanisevic tries to play a long ball ahead, but it quickly pinballs back to Williams. Steps around the first tackle, runs into a man the second time, but does well to advance the ball over to Duggan. Di Rosario, he plays it back to Duggan. Nice overlap run here as Ramsaroop coming onto the ball. Closed down by 2 Oakville defenders, and he comes away with the ball. Ramsaroop crosses in, but initially cleared. Ramsaroop quickly gets ahead to it again. That's Josh Ramsaroop with a good 30 seconds of action there, and he finishes that sequence hard by closing the challenge and knocking it out for the throw. We'll get 2 substitutions here for the Blue Devils, as Lotfi and Mahmoud get set to come into the match, as Vanny, the goal scorer, one of the 2 players to come out. So Oakville throw in. Again, the wind blowing towards the D-Row TFC end, but Oakville unable to capitalize with any long throw as we're in the 42nd minute of action. Nice ball ahead played for Geddes. He's got room to turn with it. Takes the space before he gets closed down and the ball dispossessed. And now here goes Oakville is trying to make the play up the pitch was Arsovsky, but unable to feed it through. Nice job defensively there by Baguetta as a step up. No foul in the referee's eyes, and then a good challenge, and Ooh, a second slide. Green a little bit out of control, and the referee wants to slow things down as that was a bit of a tense pace. And then a quick free kick. I don't think the ref liked that, but he's got to gain better control of the match if he wants to dictate pace. Right now, a free kick here for Oakville. 1-1 the scoreline here in the first half of action between the Oakville Blue Devils and Dero TFC Oshawa. Boys under 16, 2021 Ontario Cup Final. Here goes Dero TFC as Williams takes it, intercepting the ball from the free kick. Right-footed strike from distance, headed down, but it goes right to Di Rosario. He makes a good one, too, as he gets it back from Morgan, and then his attempt picked up by the keeper, but it's actually out for a goal kick. And an opportunity to remind you that today's Ontario Cup action is fueled by Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, and refuel during halftime. And we are just moments away from halftime as we await the word from the fourth official in terms of how much added time we will have here in this first half. We did take a brief water break, so I'm sure we'll have a couple minutes as it's played back to Bab Francis. Once again, he makes a mistake, but that time, oh my goodness, the Dero TFC keeper saved it on the line as he initially misplayed it. He's had a couple of miscues with the ball at his feet, and boy, was he ever lucky that one didn't end up in the back of his own goal. Somehow, he cleared it away as it was dancing along the goal line, and he had a man bearing down on him. Once again, I believe it was Arsovsky, if not Lotfi, also in the area. And Oakville creating all sorts of issues for the Dero TFC keeper, Jalen Bab Francis, when he's playing the ball at his feet. But now Dero TFC calming it down through the midfield as Ramsaru plays ahead for Morgan. Morgan back for Duggan. Ramsarup, nice job by Josh Ramsarup to step past the challenge and then playing a good ball ahead for Di Rosario. Joaquin Di Rosario closed down, and it'll go out for a Dero TFC Oshawa throw-in. Very entertaining first half of play. Both teams generating quality opportunities. Geddes, he's been a threat all game for the team in red, and that time he earns his team a corner kick. So there's the word at minimum 3 minutes of added time here in the first half as Dero TFC gets set to take this corner kick. Williams, the man on the ball, setting up for the outswinger. 6 red jerseys in the penalty area. Williams delivers a solid ball. Onto it is Morgan. He can't get a touch. Neither can Di Rosario. And now it's cleared out by Oakville through half and running onto it with pace. Pulling his man back and nearly getting away with it was Lotfi. But good defensive work by the duo of Ramsarup and Barclay. As here goes Williams. Check that. Wilson, he runs ahead with it. Lays it off. Cardoso, he centers and that's cleared away. It goes off of Cardoso, tries to hold it in. It stays in. Oh, and that one dances across the face of goal and somehow just misses. And it's out for a corner kick. Oakville were claiming that ball was out along the back line. They wanted a goal kick. And now the referee will have a quick word with the keeper, Markovic, to settle him down. To be fair, the AR1 was right in position to see that. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. The ball stayed in play. Williams setting up again for a corner. All that havoc came from the last one. This one he doesn't quite deliver with the same quality, and it's on top of the goal, out for a goal kick. So a back and forth affair here in the first half, and you could make the argument that Dero TFC should be leading this, but after a mental gaffe between their backline and their keeper and a miscue that was capitalized on by Patrick Vanny for Oakville, we find ourselves all tied at 1 as we get a foul called there against Duggan. An easy call as he extended both hands on the back for the push. Joshua Geddes getting the opening goal of the match for D-Row TFC. Now Oakville trying to strike late, playing a ball into the penalty area, but Jalen Bab-Francis off his line to collect, and he quickly bowls it out. As running ahead with it is Jordan Barclay. Barclay playing it off for Cardoso. He pulls back with a man on his back, but now he gives up possession, and here could be a chance for Oakville. Working the far flank, Lotfi, he tries to cross it in off the defender, and he can't hold it in play, as that one's out for an Oakville corner kick here late in the final stages of added time in the first half. So Fabri Duravi gets set to take the corner for Oakville, as they'll send essentially everybody into the box, including the vertically gifted center back Arjun Kila. He is a tall young man, number 46 in white, but they can't get the ball to him as defensively Xavier Hunter there. Cleared back as the second cross attempt knocked down, and D-Row TFC cleared out to half, where we will get the halftime whistle here at the Boys Under 16 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. Folks, stay tuned. We'll have more match action coming up in the second half of play.
What will tomorrow look like? Will it be what you expected? Or something you never could have predicted? Will it be frightening or exciting? Is it the reason you can't sleep at night? Or the reason you get up in the morning? Tomorrow will be all of these things. With Hub, you have a partner today who supports you as you write your tomorrow. And we will protect you when you get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift. And we want you to be ready for it.
The C-License course is the first step into the Canada Soccer Coaching License stream. This course will take you towards all of the Canada Soccer coach licenses. You will learn the role of the coach, how to plan a session safely, use coaching methodology to provide feedback to players and improve their decision-making. Entry to this course requires a Learn to Train, or Soccer for Life. This is a major step for coaches to help their players develop to higher levels of the game in Canada.
The OPDL is a pathway for players to be able to excel in a standard-based league. It's player-centered, and we feel that this is the best approach to help develop players for opportunities at the next level.
Playing in the OPDL league has helped me shape me into the player I am today because of how high the intensity is during everything. So every game, every practice, you have to bring 100% to everything that you do, which really helps for going to university because you want to get a starting position, you want to start on the field, play the whole game, so no matter what you do, bringing 100%.
The opportunities for OPDL athletes can vary. When they move forward from the OPDL, there are many opportunities such as our provincial program in League One Ontario, where our best athletes can graduate to, or national team programs. You have professional soccer, such as like Toronto FC and their academy program, the new Canadian Premier League, and for the student athlete, there's also Canadian college, youth sports in Canada, and NCAA opportunities in the US.
Charity Shield, that's a really big thing, the best teams come together, and it gets broadcasted, so that was a really big part because all the universities that were interested in me watched it, and I got lots of offers after that.
The OPDL is preparing me by putting me on a pathway to building me up to the provincial team, pushing me towards Toronto FC and potentially the national team.
OPDL players become exposed to university opportunities through several programs. We have OPDL on campus. Players can also be scouted through the OPDL scouting weekends. Provincial teams is a great opportunity as well through the projects and competition versus Quebec. University coaches will come and scout the players at these events, as well as national staff and pro academies. So there's lots of opportunities for OPDL players to be scouted at the collegiate level.
I just think the OPDL has great exposure because the quality is so high of the coaches and players. It always entices like university coaches to come out and watch us, or national team coaches to come out and watch us. And so I just believe the OPDL has provided the environment for coaches to want to come watch us.
Female athletes have a lot of great options playing in the OPDL. It's the segue for them to move forward into a national youth teams program. And they would first do that by starting off by trying to make it within the provincial teams program. If they're successful that way, players will be brought into the Ontario Super Centre in Markham, where they'll train on a full-time basis and then be known as being our national youth team players from this province that possibly could play into a national Excel environment. Male players in the OPDL have similar options as the female. The process usually starts from an OPDL moving to a provincial environment to possibly be scouted by the likes of a TFC Academy at the pro environment or the national teams youth team program. There are opportunities for these athletes.
I'm looking forward to becoming a pro, and joining TFC is the step towards going to that.
It tries to put you in a more professional environment. Like, the competition level is really what pushed me to be who I am now.
I believe the OPDL has given me like a good opportunity to play among the best players, be exposed to the best coaches, and have just a great training environment. And I just think in comparison to other leagues, the OPDL has just been providing me with the best environment to be able to get me where I am today.
The Active Start course is for anyone involved in soccer who wants to better support a child ages 3 and 4 years old. Those taking the course will learn how to engage children through soccer with age-appropriate, fun and safe soccer activities. The aim of these soccer activities is to become familiar with a soccer ball, while being in a child-friendly environment and connecting with a significant adult in their life. Come be a part of helping kids fall in love with the game. The Learn to Train course is for people who want to take the first step towards becoming a trained coach in Ontario. This is one of the courses that will teach you training activities in small-sided games for U9 and U12 girls and U10 and U12 boys. Coaches who successfully complete Learn to Train, along with other required courses of Make Ethical Decisions, Respect in Sport, and Making Headway, will be qualified to train at the recreational and development level. This is the start for any coach to understanding all areas of long-term player development. The Soccer Fitness Coach Diploma is designed to help all coaches understand how to better develop their players physically. Learning about periodization, training load, work-to-rest ratios, as well as understanding the physiology behind developing well-balanced players will not only help them play better, but gives players a much better chance of playing soccer for life. Entry to this course requires Learn to Train or Soccer for Life, or an academic degree in kinesiology or physiology. If you're a soccer coach, or even a fitness coach, join us in learning how to create fitter, faster, and stronger players. The Goalkeeper Coach Diploma provides you with essential skills required to coach goalkeepers. You will learn to coach the major techniques that goalkeepers need to be successful, design game-like...
All right, soccer fans, let's get you set for the second half of action here at the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals in the Under-16 Boys Championship match between Dero TFC Oshawa White and the Oakville Blue Devils Navy 2005. Waiting for the match officials to come back out onto the pitch and get us started for the second half of action as we begin the second half of play, all tied up at 1, and a chance for us to say a big thank you to Ontario soccer partner Soccer Express for their first-class support. As Canada's premier soccer apparel and equipment dealer, Soccer Express has everything needed to take your game to the next level. Visit soccerx.com to check out the latest gear from Adidas, Nike, Puma, Admiral, and more. Goals in the first half. Starting the scoring in this match was Joshua Geddes for Dero TFC when he broke in and finished off a beautiful opportunity. And then As beautiful as that was, it was a nightmarish goal against for Dero TFC as Oakville equalized off the foot of Patrick Vanny, but the goal leading from a miscue on the backline between the Dero TFC keeper Jalen Bab Francis and his backline in terms of playing the ball. And that's all the scoring so far in the first half of action. Well, typically some of the Ontario Cup champions in certain age categories get to fly their provincial flags at the national championships. However, in July 2021, after careful deliberation and review of membership feedback, Canada Soccer decided to cancel the national competition due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Participant health and safety were the main consideration in this difficult decision. Referees doing the housekeeping, and we're just about set to get the second half of action underway. As Dero TFC will work from right to left across your screen. The Oakville Blue Devils from left to right. And Oakville will kick us off to begin the second half of action as Killian Green standing over top the ball. Well, we speculated during halftime whether we'd see a change in goal for Dero TFC, but confidence shown in the young man, Jalen Bab Francis, and he is back out there to begin the second half of action. And here we go, second half action now underway here in the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. It's the boys under 16 championship match as Xavier Hunter tracks over to the ball, but it's Sagredo who comes away with it. Nice ball ahead as Sagredo sent on the run. Plays the cross towards the area, but Cardoso there defensively. Hunter gets a touch on, but it'll now be controlled. Stepping up to take it is Mahmoud. Good touch here as Oakville trying to send a ball into the area. That one off the foot of Millward, but defensively blocked. And now the clearance out to half where Keela tries to battle for it. And he'll have to knock it out for the throw-in with Geddes on his back. So a throw-in for Dero TFC as Geddes tries to check towards the ball, but this time the big center back for Oakville, Keela, wins that battle. Nice ball through, but the subsequent touch from Marsovsky lacking the power it needed to pick out the man making the run. And now Dero trying to counter as they send a long ball, sending Williams on the chase, but it'll be shielded out for a goal kick by Ivan Nisevich. So the goal kick to come here for Markovic. As he plays it short to Keela. Arjun Keela, left-footed ball ahead, received by Green. Oakville trying to work it across half, but it's out of play for a Dero TFC throw. From the throw, McMillan back in the game. He had himself a great first half. Tries to make a play along the far flank, but that time it's picked off. And now here goes Oakville on the counter. Killian Green leading the charge. He plays the ball out to the far wing, controlled as Vanny tries to step around the man, makes the pass. Sagredo in all alone, but he's offside. And that chance for Oakville will be nullified. A nice job by Sagredo to finish, but unfortunately he didn't see the center back stepping up. And as a result, he's caught it in offside position. Good work by AR1. And a nice job by the Dero TFC backline to step up when mattered most. And now they try counter as Williams tries to thread a ball through, stepping up, completing the tackle, but Oakville somehow seeing that ball through. Challenge here all over the back as Vanny tries to win it against his man, and Barclay gets away with a bit of a dig at the end of that. The Oakville bench caught it, the official did not, and now the play goes through as it'll be controlled calmly by Wilson. So the intensity and the rivalry picking up a little bit here as the physical play starting to show itself a little bit more. Second half of action, 49th minute of play. Played to the near flank as Cardoso takes control. His ball intended for Williams, but it'll be corralled by Oakville as they start to look up the pitch. Arsovsky sent for the run, and it'll be played by Barclay. Fabri De Ravi. Sagredo, he had that chance earlier, and check that. That was actually Ivanisevic who knocked it off the D-row player and out for an Oakville throw. Beautiful day here as we're just north of the city of Toronto, coming to you live from the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium Field. And here goes Miles Morgan, right-footed strike. Oh, what a save! Markovic with a tremendous punch. That one looked like it was destined for the back of the net, as Miles Morgan took a right-footed strike from about 25 yards out, and it was dipping but didn't quite stay above the hand line of the keeper, and Markovic with a powerful punch, knocking it out for the corner. And now D-Row TFC initially faking a short corner as Williams steps away from the ball, and he'll make his way towards the penalty area. Geddes tight to the keeper. McMillan at the penalty spot as they get set to deliver the corner. Quality ball is getting a touch to it was Wilson. It's knocked back towards the corner taker as Duggan earns himself another corner kick. Nice work here by D-Row TFC. Strong defensive presence from the Oakville Blue Devils. Referee keeping an eye on the contact tight to the keeper as that ball delivered to the near post but headed away, and then a subsequent touch off the foot of Green knocks it out for the D-Row throw-in. Duggan tosses in. McMillan tries to corral from his chest. Right-footed cross. Geddes gets ahead to it, and that one rolls wide as Markovic had it covered and was never threatened. But D-Row TFC continue to play in a threatening manner as they are generating quality chance after quality chance. Goal kick taken short, now controlled by Ivanisevic. He has room to carry it ahead, so he does. Closed down by Williams, but he makes the pass as Arsovsky, he gets tracked down, no foul. Play continuing on as Green plays it back to Kila. Oakville switch back as Bagetta takes control. A big gap right now for Oakville in the midfield. They're having difficulties playing anything short, so they send a long ball ahead. Arsovsky would have been offside with the flag going up. He'll check off the ball and play will continue on as D-Row TFC opt to play it back to the keeper now. Could this be a problem? As that time, no doubt, Bob Francis not taking any chances, puts his foot through the ball and sends it up the pitch. And in doing so, they earn a free kick as Morgan was clipped from behind. Morgan a little slow to get up here as he stretches it out. After, again, taking that knock on his back heels, he is able to walk it off. Xavier Hunter overtopped the ball for the free kick. Playing short for Fitzwilliams. Williams controls, pulls back looking for an option in the middle and finds Hunter. Barclay, he looks to take advantage of the room in front of him and plays a good ball through for Geddes. Check, but Geddes able to bounce back up and take possession. Sidesteps the slide tackle. Geddes can't get past Kila as the big center back for Oakville sticks his foot in there and puts an end to that threatening sequence. And now Oakville trying to turn it up the pitch, led by Millward. Well-timed tackle stepping up for D-Row TFC as Ethan Wilson. He has been an anchor on that back line. Both Wilson and Barclay, defensive stalwarts for D-Row TFC. And that time Wilson with a perfect tackle to snuff out the counterattack. A ball intended for Cardoso, but out of his range, out for an Oakville throw-in. 54th minute of action. As the throw-in comes for Oakville with Stefan Ivanisevic on the ball. Long throw. That one never went into play. Yeah, they'll have to retake it. Good job by the officiating crew to communicate that. So Ivanisevic will retake the throw. Once again, he goes long, this time not so tight to the line, and a good throw ahead for Vanni. Under pressure, spinning out of the challenge was Fabri Deravi, and now it's Kila who has it for Oakville. His long ball out of the range of Green, and it'll be shielded out by Ramsarup for the throw-in. Ramsarup takes it quickly for Wilson. His ball, as Morgan was waiting for it, stepping up to intercept it, was Fabri Deravi. And now here go Oakville. As Millward, he gets clipped, and a penalty kick! The referee points to the spot. And Sam Millward has won a penalty kick for the Oakville Blue Devils in the 55th minute of action. A very interesting decision. Some of the Oakville fans screaming for a red card. I'd be shocked to see that. Maybe even a little hard done by the call, but no point in debating it as Patrick Vanni stands over top the ball. He scored earlier in this match to equalize. After the miscue from Jalen Bab Francis, can Bab Francis get some redemption here on the penalty kick? 56th minute of action. Patrick Vanni from the spot for Oakville. We're tied 1-1 in the boys under 16 2021 Ontario Cup final. Vanni from the spot. Bit of hesitation. Oh, but he buries it! Bab Francis dove in the right direction, but Vanni finishing it off. He's got the brace, his second of the match. And Patrick Vanni puts Oakville in front 2-1 in the 56th minute. Hard done by Ferdiro TFC on the penalty call. But Oakville take full advantage of the opportunity presented. And from the spot, Vanni with his second of the match makes it 2-1 for the Blue Devils. Substitution will see Pino back into the match, the Oakville captain, replacing Fabri Deravi, who set up that sequence with a great through ball. Moments later, Millward was taken down, and now Dero TFC try to respond as Cardoso steps up, but his left-footed attempt over top the net and wide. All the action heating up here pitch side. As for the first time in this match now, Oakville lead. As they've got a 2-1 scoreline to their advantage here at the 2021 Under-16 Boys Ontario Cup Finals. Again, these two teams played much earlier in the competition. And on that day, it was Oakville with a 1-0 win. Right now, Dero TFC find themselves trailing for the second time in this competition to Oakville. And that was after Dero had the 1-0 lead. A brilliant goal by Geddes early in the match. As that ball out of touch and out for a Dero throw. But how about the poise shown by Patrick Vanni, making the most of the gaff by the keeper in the back line in the first half to capitalize on the goal. And then moments ago from the spot, a little bit of hesitation in his run-up. It actually looked like he wasn't quite sure what he was going to do. But in the end, he got enough power to the strike, pushing it past the keeper and pushing his team in front as Vanni with the brace right now for Oakville. Dero TFC getting set to make a substitution as McAwall gets set to come into this match. But right now, they maneuver the ball around the attacking third as Hunter plays the ball through. Duggan running onto it. He gets spun around, nothing doing. Nice step up that time by Ramsarup, but he can't come away with the ball. And Oakville sending a long ball ahead. Vanny on the run, but coming off his line to collect is the keeper, Bab Francis. And he'll take possession as he bowls it out. Barclay, Hunter, Cardoso, Williams. Tries to get past the first challenge. Pulled back, and he plays ahead for Cardoso. 59th minute of action. Cardoso pokes ahead, and that's out for an Oakville throw. And a reminder that new this year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 dairy producers and their families, has joined Ontario Soccer as a community partner and the exclusive title partner of the Milk Up Ontario Soccer Future Leaders Program. This program is based on 3 pillars of celebration, recognition, and development to support Ontario soccer youth leaders. Keep your eyes on OntarioSoccer.net, where the deserving 2021 Milk Up Future Leaders will be announced soon. Substitution happening on the throw-in for Dero TFC sees Armin Makawal come into this match. And now a battle for possession through the midfield as that one headed away by Barclay. Hunter does well to advance it on to Makawal. His first touch of the match, and he plays a ball ahead for Geddes. Initially stumbling over it, but he does well to recover and sends Cardoso on a run into the corner as he battles for possession there against the Blue Devils player, and nice use of the body by Sagredo to win the goal kick. Now we'll get a substitution coming here as Dero TFC gets set to bring on Sean Ramsarup. And it'll be Cardoso coming out of the match. So Markovic plays it short from the goal kick as Arsovsky touch to the near side. Hard challenge there, but the ball out of touch and nothing more than a throw-in here for Oakville. As nice job stepping up to make the defensive play was Barclay. That ball stays in touch as it's controlled by Vanny. Tries to split the D. He ends up hauling down Ramsarup, and that'll be a free kick for Dero TFC. They look to take quick, and they do as Barclay opts to pick out a man in Ramsarup. A bit of confusion from Oakville whether the free kick had been taken. Ramsarup gets tripped up, and now another free kick here for Dero TFC. So good debut to this match for Sean Ramsarup as he injects a little bit of life and energy into the Dero TFC lineup. And Jordan Barclay gets set to take the free kick. 62nd minute. He plays it in for Geddes. Pinballing around. The ball cleared out by Arjen Kila, where Barclay takes it down. Works around the first challenge. Sidesteps the second attempt. He gets clipped from behind. And another free kick to come here for Dero TFC. That's a few fouls in quick succession committed by Sagredo. The referee will keep an eye on that. As Jordan Barclay, the lone player, over top the ball right now for Dero TFC. Very slight breeze blowing towards the Oakville goal. They take it short and quick. Sean Ramsarup looking for an option. Plays it back to Barclay. Delivers the cross. It's headed away. Barclay trying to close it down, but it's headed by Green, only as far as Duggan. Duggan making the pass over as Wilson tried to pick a man. Now it's controlled by McMillan. McMillan working the far corner of the box. Evades the first tackle. Crosses in, but Markovic with the strong hands. He safely plucks the ball out of the air. And now Oakville trying to work on the counter. Stepping up for the initial challenge. Ball fed through to Vanny. He evades the tackle from behind. Feeds it over as Green touches out wide. Here's a promising chance. Left-footed strike. What a goal! Sam Millward! He earned the penalty kick. Now he gets a goal of his own. 63rd minute, Sam Millward strikes, and Oakville lead 3-1. Listen to that crowd. Look at those flags fly. The Blue Devils fans in attendance cheering in jubilation as their team get the insurance goal, now leading by 2. 3-1 the scoreline here in the 64th minute of play. What a goal from Millward. He put power and accuracy on that strike, and he took full advantage of the little bit of space that was presented to him. A tremendous goal. And Oakville now comfortably in control, up 3-1 from the throw-in. D-Road TFC. We'll see if they have a little more desperation now in their play. As there's a shot from Duggan, and that one just dips wide, trying to strike to the near post. But good energy from D-Road TFC in response after giving up that goal. Markovic slowly setting up the ball here for the goal kick. If we are tied after the 90 minutes of play, we would go straight to penalties, but to make that happen, D-Road TFC will have to score at least twice to equalize as they trail 3-1, but now they're working up the pitch. Miles Morgan playing the ball ahead, running onto it was Geddes, but coming right to the top of the box to collect the keeper, Thomas Markovic. And now he bowls it out slowly for Arjun Keela. Under pressure from McMillan, it's off the D-Row player and out for an Oakville throw-in. One more match on the docket for today's action as we're broadcasting live from the Ontario Soccer Centre Stadium Field. My name's Nico Cardarelli. A great job by our technical crew behind the scenes. A big shout out to all the Ontario Soccer staff for facilitating the broadcast this weekend, including our main man, Ben Rycroft, as D-Row TFC starting to threaten here. McElwall stepping up to the penalty area, delivers the ball ahead for Morgan from his left foot. He tries to draw back to his right. There he gets the shot away. It's deflected by the defender. Oh, and called a handball right at the top of the penalty area. I mean, that's as close as you get without it being a penalty kick. Wow, this free kick is literally going to be on the, like, a step off the line of the 18-yard box. So a really huge opportunity here for D-Row TFC to grab one back as they trail by 2 in the 66th minute of action. Nice job by Miles Morgan just to get the initial shot, and in tight proximity he wins the free kick on the handball. And now Morgan, the lone player, overtopped the ball for D-Row TFC. So he will most certainly be looking for a direct strike on target. 18.5 yards out, almost direct center to goal. Right now, a 5-man wall defensively for Oakville. Make it 6. Morgan, his strike overtopped the net, but off the wall and out for a corner kick. So we'll see if D-Row TFC can potentially capitalize now. Morgan, good quality on that free kick. If not for the deflection, probably would have challenged the keeper. D-Row TFC sending 3 players to the near post. One at the back, one on the keeper. Now a lot of movement off the ball. Man checking short. They play it out top. Barclay receiving the pass. Left-footed strike. That one gets blocked. Unable to get the clearance initially. Oakville struggling to clear it away. And now they'll have possession as Millward able to knock it up the pitch. Only for a moment, though. Nice tackle as D-Row TFC keeping the pressure pinned on Oakville. And now it's Sean Ramsaroop who comes up with the ball. And he does well to win his team a throw-in. D-Row TFC showing more urgency, maybe even a little desperation as they continue to press. And now a free kick here as a push on the back of Geddes earns a free kick for D-Row TFC. With the keeper out of his net, they'd be wise to maybe rush that free kick, but unable to take advantage of that as Morgan overtopped the ball. 2-man wall setting up. A cross should come in here. Maybe Morgan tries to sneak one in. Morgan to the far post. It evades everyone. I believe the keeper got a touch to it. It should be a corner. No indication yet from the referee, and now confirmed a corner kick here for Dero TFC. The last 10 minutes has basically been pinned inside the Oakville defensive third after they scored that goal to go ahead 3-1. From the corner, headed away, getting up and elevating nicely was Pino. Controlled now by Duggan. Hunter turns into the middle as he looks to carry, makes the pass ahead for Geddes. Morgan presenting an option. He lays it off for Hunter. Barclay stepping up. Jordan Barclay steps around the first challenge. Looks to draw a left-footed strike. It gets blocked. Loose ball, and Oakville will clear it out and take possession here along the near flank as Drigo Chartrand looks to feed the ball ahead. Patrick Vanny, he's got 2 of the goals for Oakville in this match, and he does well to earn his team a throw-in on that sequence. And now we'll get a substitution for the Blue Devils as Verduzco Aldana gets set to come back into the match. As he will replace Peter Arsovsky. Referee will whistle the teams to the benches for a brief water break as we hit the 70 minutes of action. And a reminder that Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can help keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch this season. We'll step aside for a brief moment. Stay tuned as we'll keep the camera on the pitch, but I'm going to take a brief water break as well. Well, the Oakville Blue Devils start to come back out onto the pitch. Dero TFC getting a few more words of encouragement and coaching from their bench as the team in red, black, and white gets set to return to the action as well. We're in the 71st minute of play here in the Boys Under 16 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. It's the Oakville Blue Devils 2005 Navy with a 3-1 lead over Dero TFC Oshawa White. We'll restart the action here with an Oakville throw-in as Ivanisevic prepares to toss, but the referee not quite ready as the Dero keeper, Bab Francis, tying up his boot. Joaquin Di Rosario gets set to come back into this match. But first we get the Blue Devils throw as the keeper, Bab Francis, gives the referee the thumbs up, and we are all good to return to the action pitch side. So here comes the Oakville throw. Long toss into the penalty area. Headed away by Wilson and then knocked ahead by McMillan. Geddes running onto it. Right now just one player in support in Morgan. Geddes does well to work his way into position to earn a free kick as he dribbled it right through the middle of the field. And a yellow card shown there to the Oakville defender. Can't quite make out the jersey number from our vantage point, but a caution here in the 73rd minute. And it's going to be issued to Pino, the captain for Oakville. So a free kick here for Dero TFC. A bit far out for a strike on target. Most likely a cross to come into the penalty area. Two-man wall setting up defensively. Ball played short. Morgan receives, tries to draw to his foot. He gets clipped. Wow, no call. The referee right there, but I don't know. There was a lot of contact on the shins of Morgan. I mean, no contact on the ball. Tough break there for D-Road TFC. They quickly retain possession as Barclay comes up with it. He makes the pass over to Sean Ramsaroop. Ramsaroop pulls back for Barclay. He tries to sidestep a couple of would-be defenders and does well to fight through that tackle. Makes the pass ahead as that ball off the foot of Makawal. No one there in red to get a foot to it, so Markovic able to collect for Oakville. And the Oakville keeper teases a drop kick, instead bowls it out and nearly gives it away as the defender, that was Baguetta, unaware that he had pressure coming from his back, and he was lucky to escape without anything more. That ball out of play. It'll be a D-Road TFC throw-in as we're in the 74th minute of action, and now we'll get the substitution, which will see Joaquin De Rosario come back into the match, and he will replace Liam Duggan. Duggan having a really nice match today for D-Road TFC. And for now, he'll head to the bench and get a bit of rest as we're inside the final 20 minutes of match play. Josh Ramsaroop oversteps the ball, tries to win it back, calls for a handball, nothing doing. Green, quick touch up the pitch, but it'll be collected by the center back Wilson, who plays to his keeper Bab Francis, and then the clearance will be retained possession for Oakville as Millward oversteps it. And now De Rosario with a quick 1-2 as it's brought ahead here by Wilson. Morgan receiving the pass, playing it out wide. Makawal, he's got room to run, trying to take on the defender. Right-footed strike to the near post and rushing that one a little bit. He had 3 players inside the penalty area to set up for a reception on service. Unfortunately, Makawal, his eyes got a little large and he wanted the strike himself. The Oakville keeper, Markovic, trying to tell his guys stay tight. Keep him outside, clog up the middle of the pitch, and he delivers a goal kick out to the half line where it's controlled by Josh Ramsaroop. Off an Oakville player out for a D-Row throw-in. Josh Ramsaroop taking a good long throw, picking out Geddes as the Oakville center back Kila gets away with it, and we'll get a free kick here for D-Row TFC at the edge of the box, tight to the goal line. So almost a corner kick basically, but in much closer as Joaquin De Rosario gets set to take the free kick. 6 red jerseys make it 7 now into the penalty area. De Rosario on the ball for the free kick. They'll give him free shot, no wall setting up. De Rosario crosses in. That one headed to the top of the area. No one waiting outside the box in red. And again, miscommunication for D-Row TFC leads to a chance gone awry. Incidental contact, referee says play on. Sean Ramsaroop tries to take advantage. Plays it in for Miles Morgan. He's clipped, nothing doing. As Ramsaroop fighting to get possession back, and he does well. Hunter receives the pass as Xavier Hunter tried to pick it ahead for Geddes. Collision in the box, nothing doing. As desperately it's cleared away by the Oakville backline. I believe it was Kila getting his foot in there. Joaquin De Rosario, his ball trying to pick out the player making the run, but knocked out of touch, and it'll be another D-Row throw. Long throw towards the penalty area. Morgan does well to receive. He's clipped, and that's right at the edge of the 18 again. The D-Row coaching staff saying, how many fouls? Let's see some cards. And you know what? He's making a good point there. As Pino committing the foul again, he's already on a caution. So Pino has to be very careful, and the referee reminding him of that, saying, young man, you're already on a yellow card. I can't keep you in the game if you keep making fouls like that. Miles Morgan back to his feet. And a good sign there for the D-Row TFC fans. 78th minute of action. D-Row TFC with a set piece just outside the penalty area. Again, 19 yards out, a little bit right of center of goal. But they need to find a way to capitalize on these set piece opportunities from dangerous spots. Right now it's Jordan Barclay, the lone man over top the ball. 5-man wall defensively for Oakville. Barclay, left-footed strike, and couldn't quite get the appropriate weight on it. The coach tells him you gotta go through it, not under it, and that one just sails over top the goal without ever threatening the keeper, Markovic. Oakville gets set to make a substitution here as Fabri Deravi gets set to come back into this game. The referee telling the Oakville player coming off, let's go, hurry it up. As it's Killian Green who comes out of this match. And we're approaching the final 10 minutes of match play as the Oakville Blue Devils lead this game 3-1 at the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals in the under-16 boys division as Dero TFC do well to win the ball back. McMillan working the far touchline, does well to hold it in play. Pulls back, looking for a cross, delivers the ball. Geddes pulls it down. Still loose, Oakville unable to get the clearance, and nice slide tackle there by Rensarup as he came away with it only for a moment. Now Oakville trying to counter. Drigo Chartrand, he plays the ball ahead. Running onto it is Vanny, but getting there first for Dero TFC is Ethan Wilson. Sean Ramsarup, he plays it back as Barclay takes possession. Dero TFC once again carrying the ball, taking the space in front of him. Jordan Barclay carrying it ahead with confidence. Now he makes the pass over to McElwall. Looking to cross in, he slows it down, pulls to his right foot, tries the cross. It's initially blocked, high up in the air. Geddes battling for possession. Oakville do well to clear it away, and now it's controlled by Vanny. Patrick Vanny, he scored twice. Now he plays a great ball forward for Drigo Chartrand. Drigo Chartrand, one man to beat, gets around him. Left-footed strike, oh, that just missed the far post. Couldn't quite curl it in. That would have been good night, Dero. But maybe they still have a lifeline as here in the 81st minute of action and a chance for Oakville to seal the result. They can't capitalize, so we'll see if Dero TFC can take advantage of that as a slow substitution being taken here by Oakville. And now Dero TFC will look to make a couple of changes of their own. Coming out of the match for Oakville, Vanny and Pino. And we'll see what happens here for Oakville as they try to close this match out. Final 10 minutes plus any added time. Ball thrown in. Green taking possession, flicking it on. Millward, he got the third goal for Oakville, and it's a big one right now. But that time Millward called for the offside. Actually checked that was Trottier along the far line who's called for the infraction. Wilson plays short for Di Rosario. Back to Wilson. Looking for an option up the pitch, but that long ball intercepted. And a battle for possession ensues, and it'll be controlled by Xavier Hunter. Switches to the near side, but McElwall, a little flat-footed, can't get to the ball ahead of Ivanisevic. And now Oakville trying to hold possession here on the Dero side of half, and that's out for a Blue Devils throw-in. Stefan Ivanisevic tosses in. Controlled by the Blue Devils as Millward playing back to Ivanisevic. Oh, the keeper coming off his line to collect, and Bab Francis wins a free kick after he has to fight through the aerial challenge as Trottier got up there for Oakville, and it'll be a free kick now for Dero TFC. Well, a couple of hairy moments for the keeper, Bab Francis, but that time earning the free kick. Playing it out short. Barclay ahead for Geddes. He fights through the challenge on the back. Oh, nice job to win the throw-in by Dero TFC as Sean Ramsarup did well to ricochet it off the player. Now Ramsarup pulled out of the match as Duggan comes back into this game. And for the first time, we get a look at Samaj Piper, so we'll see if he can inject a spark here for Dero TFC as we're into the 84th minute of action. Ball thrown in, controlled by Duggan. Makes the pass ahead. De Rosario, quick 1-2 with Duggan. Duggan tries to pick out McMillan with the pass. That's initially blocked. McMillan fighting to get it back, but Oakville end up giving it away. Ball bouncing around, teams exchanging possession. The Oakville players slow to get up behind the play, but it will be controlled by Drigo Chartrand as he battles against Barclay. Great one-on-one here as now McMillan comes up with it. He gets clipped from behind. That'll be a free kick, and now we get the injured Blue Devil player being looked at here by the official. Stretching out his teammate is Begeta, and I believe that's Ivan Isovic, who is on the ground right now for Oakville. So the Blue Devils try to get their teammate back on pace, but the injury too much to overcome, and the player wants the substitution. And we'll take this opportunity to remind you that soon another deserving team will engrave their name into Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at Nothers.com. Well, it's Killiam Green, the injured player for Oakville, and he's going to be taken out of this match. And it looks like Peter Arsovsky will come in as his replacement. As we'll restart play here with a Dero TFC free kick. Jordan Barclay over top the ball. He opts to play short. Xavier Hunter playing it out wide. Josh Ramsarup tries to pick a runner in Piper up the line, but the ball intercepted, and now Oakville working it up the far flank. Is running onto it is Verduzco Aldana. He tries to get around the defender in Wilson, but nothing doing, and now it's controlled by De Rosario. He plays a great ball ahead, as running onto it is Morgan. Miles Morgan carrying it into the attacking third. Draws back, looking for an option. Picks one out in Duggan. He tries to pull over to McMillan, but that pass ricocheted. Now it gets over to McMillan on the second attempt, and he does well to get around the defensive coverage there. McMillan crosses into the near post, and coming off the line to collect the Oakville keeper, Markovic. And he'll just take his time as he gets back to his feet here in the 87th minute of play. You're tuned into the 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. It's the Under-16 Boys Championship match. We've got one more game on the docket for today, as we'll have another Under-16 Boys matchup, but it'll be the District Division to close out today's action. We've got some tense moments remaining here in this match as Dero TFC trailing by 2, but they're working to get one back, and a good ball played ahead here for Geddes. He runs onto it. Geddes, one man to beat as he tries to draw a cross in, but it's knocked away, and now controlled by Arsovsky for Oakville. Drigo Chartrand carrying it up the near touchline, taking on the defender in Wilson, but loses the ball in the process. And now Joaquin De Rosario plays one out, but too far from the range of Piper. So it'll be an Oakville throw-in, and a substitution here is getting set to come into the match. Sagredo and Patrick Vanny, who scored 2 big goals in this game for Oakville. And right now his brace is a big reason why Oakville have a 3-1 lead. Vanny converting from the spot in the second half to put Oakville up 2-1 And they have not relinquished since taking the lead. Oakville throwing along the far sideline. Running onto it, getting a foot there was Millward. He fights through the challenge, and he plays a great ball, but too far out of the range of Sagredo, and controlled by the keeper, Bab Francis, who quickly bowls out for McMillan. Good step up there as the ball knocked out by Ivanisevic, and it'll be a Dero TFC throw-in as we're into the 89th minute of action. Barclay. Geddes with a man on his back, controls for Dero TFC. Fighting through the challenge, McMillan comes away with possession from his left foot, carrying the ball forward. Well-timed sliding challenge, knocking the ball away on that effort was Vincenzo Baghetta, and now Oakville clear the ball over the TFC bench and out for a Dero throw. Dero TFC Oshawa, trailing by 2, trying to come back here. Barclay. McMillan, he crosses it on the volley. Aerial challenge, nothing doing yet as running after it is Piper. He can't hold it in play, does well to win the throw-in, and now a Oakville player behind the play, stretching out as Millward. He got caught up in that collision, and well, you can expect at least, I would say probably 5 minutes of added time here, as we've had a few injuries. Substitutions, delays in the second half. We had that brief water break. Oakville trying to stretch the player out here. Well, Dero TFC will make a change here late in this match as they'll prepare to bring in the backup keeper, Jaden Bellin. So a bit of a ceremonial change here for Bellin to get some playing time in the Ontario Cup final as Bab Francis will be substituted out. Tough match today for Jalen Bab Francis, as his miscue with the ball at his feet leading to the equalizing goal for Oakville. And then in the second half, a chance for redemption. A tall task to ask for Bab Francis as he was one-on-one from the penalty spot against the initial goal scorer, Vanny. And from the spot, Vanny able to get the better of Bab Francis. So there we get the substitution. Lotfi coming into the game for Oakville, and now Jaden Bellin in goal for Dero TFC. So the throw-in. Headed on. Dero TFC unable to take advantage of that long throw and flick, as Xavier Hunter plays the ball forward. McMillan tries to hold it in play, but that one out. And there you go, the fourth official indicating a minimum of 4 minutes to be added as we get another substitution here for Oakville. As Green, who pulled up with a bit of a knock a little bit earlier, sees himself back into this match. And Arsovsky out. Oakville tossing in. Long throw, Hunter heads on. Flicked by McMillan. Geddes under pressure after receiving it from Duggan. Ivanisevic off of Geddes and out for an Oakville throw-in. Hunter heads it straight up in the air. Nice job by Di Rosario to poke that ahead. But off of McMillan, and actually off an Oakville player and out for a Dero throw. Ethan McMillan tossing in. Calls for a handball. Referee waves it off as Liam Duggan unable to hold possession. And now it'll be controlled by Oakville as Sagredo played it off of McMillan and out for a Blue Devils throw-in. And now he'll slow it down and leave the ball there for Ivanisevic. His throw goes across half where it's battled for. McMillan gets a foot in there. Nice job by Barclay to evade the sliding challenge. Loose ball picked up by Di Rosario. He plays it over to Morgan. Miles Morgan, he's had himself quite a great game. Just hasn't quite resulted in the finishing you would hope, and then McMillan gets called for the offside. Little bit of a late whistle, and that's why the tackle on the ball, but ultimately no harm, no foul, and a free kick here other than the offside foul infraction, and that will be the free kick for Oakville. Ball played to the half where Barclay takes possession for Dero TFC. There can't be too much time left in the 4 minimum minutes to be added on, as Oakville trying to take this down to the final whistle. Ball played ahead. Vanny running onto it, gets around the defender, looks at the keeper's positioning, tries to cross it over for Lotfi as he now takes possession. Lotfi crosses back in front, and that's volleyed away on the first time attempt by the Dero defender. Morgan all over the back of him was the Oakville defender, Baguetta, and somehow there's no foul in that exchange. No advantage either for Dero TFC, so a really tough break there for the team in red as Baguetta was all over the back of Morgan. Barclay throws in. Duggan controls. Off a judged to be Dero player and out for an Oakville throw. Ivanisevic. His throw goes right to the feet of Wilson, who controls for Dero TFC. His long ball intended for Morgan out of his range, and it'll be collected by the Oakville keeper, Markovic, who had himself quite a match, making some clutch saves when it counted most. This game was close for much of the match, and Markovic coming up with a couple of really big saves when the game was still on the line. And he may still be called into action as Geddes, his attempt goes awry, and that's it! The final whistle blows, and your 2021 Under-16 Boys Ontario Cup champions are the Oakville Blue Devils. A tremendous match played by both teams, but it is Oakville who gets the better of Dero TFC for the second time here at the 2021 Ontario Cup. And Oakville are crowned your champions of the Under-16 2021 Ontario Cup Finals. Folks, thank you again to our proud partners for today's event. Our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers. Our premier partners, Toronto FC. Our community partners, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, as well as Respect in Sport, SoccerX, Sports Engine, Gatorade, and Nothers, the awards store. Folks, stay tuned. We've got one more match coming up live at 7 p.m. tonight. It's the Under-16 Boys District Final, as we'll have more Ontario Cup Finals action coming up next. Congratulations to the Oakville Blue Devils.